my little vegetable harvest that you see right there on the step. We have some tomatoes and a cucumber. We have some beets, we have some carrots, and we have a few potatoes there, grown in our backyard raised garden beds. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And in our greenhouse, of course. Good day, folks. Good day indeed. Mr. Garry here with our regular TGIF Friday video. What do you think of the hat that I'm wearing? Canada is already great. Does it look familiar to another hat in some part of the world on the planet? That's funny. Wanted to show you our garden and our greenhouse. Lots and lots of surprises here today, folks. Indeed. So let me spin this phone around, and rather than look at my face and look at my new hat, well, it's not a new hat because I wore this one before, but it was a long, long time ago, and I decided to pull it out today and put it on my head. But I want to spin this phone around and show you our garden. And we are going to pull a few vegetables today in this TGIF Friday video. And I'm going to show you a surprise in our greenhouse. So stay for that. We shall continue this TGIF Friday video, folks, at the entrance to our backyard kitchen garden. And you see Miss Katie's rose bush right there, all in bloom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me zoom in on a couple of the blossoms, on a couple of the blooms. Beautiful indeed. My friend, Peggy Elbling at Garden What You Got grows beautiful, beautiful flowers. There's our Asta. It's beautiful also. One of our hanging basket. It's got some petunias and some marigolds in it. Still vibrant looking. And look at the deep colors, the orange and the purples. Beautiful indeed. Another hanging basket full of marigolds. These are yellow and a few orange there as well. But the showcase, the showstopper is our raised bed vegetable garden. Here now, in the first few days of September, ready to harvest. It is indeed. A bed of beets there, folks, with beets as big as turnips. I'm going to pull this one, and just to show you, these are Detroit Reds, and beautiful, beautiful. That's my hand to show you for scale. It's beautiful, and it's ready for harvesting. And I'm going to pick a few of these and bring them to Miss Betty, who's going to be stewing them, pickling them for the fall and for our winter. A bed of celery, also ready to harvest. Look at that. Let me bring you in next to these stalks. And look how tall they are. They're at least 2 feet tall. All of them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here's one of the beds of potatoes. We do have 5 beds of potatoes. And the stalks are dying over, they're falling over. So that means it is harvest time for these potatoes as well. There's a volunteer chive plant right there. And it does smell of onion. Now, I'm going to pick a few potatoes. We'll do that later in the video. But I want to just go around the garden a little bit more and show you a few more things. Our carrots. Our carrots are absolutely wonderful, folks. We have 2 beds of carrots. We have this one right here, and its sister or its brother bed is right over there. I'm going to pick a couple just to show you. Let me see this one, if I can get this one up. My God, he's down there. Oh, he's a funny one. He is a funny one indeed. Look at that. 3 or 4 growing off of that one. Let me see if I can pick you another one. God, they're tough down in this ground. I'm going to try to pull. The stalks are breaking. Oh, look at that. Well, the stalks are breaking off. I'm having a hard time, so I might need to go get a spade. Let me see if I can get one in here and pull it out. Okay, that's another big one. It's a little bit on the funny side, but it's quite big on the round, on the girth. Another bed of potatoes over here. Miss Betty has already been harvesting some of the potatoes. So let me see if I can pull a few stalks here. and see if any of the potatoes that's down underneath will come up, and if there's any size to them. We usually let our potatoes go until the end of October to give them a little bit more time. We do have a few there, but they're not very big. I'm hoping to get some nice size ones. Look at that. They're about the size of $1 or a quarter. And I'm sure if I had a prong, you know, or some kind of a tool to get down into the ground. Okay. A few small ones there. I said there was a surprise. There was a surprise in the greenhouse. We'll get to that shortly as well. Another bed of beets right here. And I did say they were about the size of turnips. Look at that. Another one. Big in this bed. Look at that. Use my hand again for scale. Big, big indeed. Look at that. 2 beds of beets that we'll be harvesting very, very soon. Our bed of sugar snap peas have all matured. We've picked most of them. There's just a few left there now. And they were on stakes and they fell over. So they're just resting there now. We'll pick the rest of them very, very soon. Heading into the greenhouse, there is a surprise in here. Look at all these green tomatoes. And if I go down toward the bottom of this one, I do think there's one here almost ready to pick. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. They'll be turning red very, very soon. We have some cucumbers in our greenhouse. That one there, another one there. That's 2. There's still a few growing, but they're quite small. There's one back there. Now, if I move on along, there's another one there ready to harvest. There's 2 there ready to harvest. They're about 8 to 10 inches long. Another one hid away up there, a funny one right there, shaped like a little bit of a ball. There's a couple of small ones up there. A few right here as well. A long, thin one and a little one next to it. Over here we have 2 more and another one there and another one there. Lots and lots, and another one way up there. Look at that. Lots and lots of cucumbers. A couple of more surprises. Look at that. Look at that. A beautiful, beautiful tomato. Another tomato there. And look at that. We have another one over here ready to pick. I'll be picking those today. But look at the big bunches. Look at the big bunches of tomatoes yet to turn. And they will all turn. Give them time. Give them time. I'm going to be watering this now, giving them lots and lots of water. And they're growing very, very well. That's my surprise in this Friday video. I wanted to show off and showcase the greenhouse, which is doing very, very well. And I also wanted to show you our raised bed garden and pick some vegetables. So we've got a couple of beets picked there now. We've got a couple of carrots. Let me go back and get that spade. Go back and get that spade. And I'm going to go over there and see if I can get a really nice carrot. That one that's right there in the distance that I've started to harvest. Let me see if I can get down there and see if I can harvest that one. I'm going to move some of the soil away from it and see if I can get down around it enough to get my hand. See if I can get my hand around that carrot. It's fairly big. Look at that. It's big on the top, and he's about the length of my hand. So he's about 6 inches long, 7 inches long. That's a nice one indeed. Completely different bed. Let's see if I can pick a few from over here. Again, the stalks have turned. Let me see if I can just pick a few stalks. I'm going to throw them in that bed over there. I'm hoping to get a few potatoes that has some size to them. Okay, so I got a couple nice sized ones there. Another one. These are your average dinner potatoes, boiled for boiling and for making mashed potatoes. They're nice. A little teeny one. But we did get a few potatoes here today. And again, like I said though, I'm going to leave these potatoes in the ground for another while. Oh, there's a nice one. Look at that. That one is nice indeed. Nice indeed. Lots and lots of nice potatoes in this bed. And there's a lot more down there, I am absolutely 100% sure. Leave that there. I'm going to gather up these few vegetables that I just picked, folks, and put them all in a pile, and I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, so as promised, folks, Mr. Garry now back with you to close off this TGIF Friday video and to show off my little vegetable harvest that you see right there on the step. We have some tomatoes and a cucumber. We have some beets. We have some carrots, and we have a few potatoes there, grown in our backyard raised garden beds. Awesome, 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 and in our greenhouse, of course. A beautiful, beautiful harvest, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, a quick scan over these few vegetables, folks. A nice few potatoes that I just harvested, and it didn't take me very long at all. A few carrots, funny looking, some of them, and some of them are just perfect, folks. Just perfect for cooking for Miss Betty and I. Okay, so we have a few tomatoes there too, and a cucumber, a nice tomato and cucumber sandwich coming up, and a few beets that need to be stewed and pickled. Just before I go, I want to say thank you now for tuning in to our TGIF, our Friday video. And Mr. Garry wearing my beautiful, beautiful hat. Canada is already great. It does indeed look very familiar to another hat that's circulating around on the various media platforms. But anyway, the purpose of this video was to take you around and give you a tour of our raised bed vegetable garden and greenhouse, and we most certainly did that, and I picked a few vegetables. So there you have it, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in to our YouTube channel often, and also for leaving those great comments, for liking our videos, and of course for subscribing. I do believe we hit 2,800 subscribers yesterday, so that's an awesome achievement, and that's because of you tuning in to our channel. Miss Betty and I, we thank you very much for that. Awesome indeed. You have a blessed Friday. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the coming week. And we will see you very soon in another video. Bye for now. Mr. Garry and Mr. Garry's vegetables and Mr. Garry's hat is signing out. Take care, folks.